Morning, online world. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is enjoying their New Year's, and hope everybody's staying safe out there. So wanting to touch on something this morning, something very familiar with all of us, everybody watching actually, and that is called anxiety. Okay, anxiety isn't just a thing that's only with a certain group of people. No, it's relatable to everybody. So I thought it would be a good topic to touch on, especially since I've had my own issues, with anxiety. Now, have you ever, let's say, have you ever tried to sleep at night, but you couldn't sleep? Okay, so let's say your mind, it just keeps going and going and it won't stop, and you're asking yourself, did I lock the front door? Did I lock the back door? Did I shut the oven off? Where's my keys? Do I have everything ready for work tomorrow? What's for lunch tomorrow? Did dinosaurs really exist? I don't think Lee Harvey Oswald really killed Kennedy. And your mind just keeps going and going. That's called anxiety. Now, that's not something I personally deal with. No, in fact, at night, as soon as I lay back, I fall asleep because I am tired. But, I deal with it in my own ways. But if you're one of those people, which I'm sure you are, everybody kind of has it in their own way, it manifests in different ways. Anxiety, it's not new to this world. It's been around for thousands of years. But here's the thing about anxiety. God doesn't leave us to manage it on our own. No. So, Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your requests be known unto God. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ. Now, anxiety is real, but Paul says don't be careful for anything. The word careful here, it's about being anxious or overly concerned. It's an invitation to stop letting anxiety affect your life. Stop letting anxiety dominate your heart. Stop letting anxiety become you, because anxiety is not who you are. It's not. No, let's say your car is making noises, okay, and you got a little clickety clank going on or something, or smoking underneath the hood or something. What are you going to do with your car? You're going to take it to a mechanic, right? And when you get to the mechanic, you're probably going to leave your car with the mechanic maybe for a couple hours, maybe even overnight or for a few nights. You're not going to stay the night with your car. You're not going to watch over the mechanic's shoulder the whole time he's working on the car. No, you're taking your car to an expert, and you're letting an expert work on your car. Okay. So take your anxieties to the greatest expert of all. Take your worries to the greatest expert of all. That expert, his name is Jesus Christ. Take it to him. He wants to carry it for you. Just take it to him. Bring your worries to God instead of stressing over them and killing yourself, because that's what it will do. Set aside a moment of your day to pray. Pray every day. Paul says make your requests known. Prayer should be a direct two-way conversation with Christ. Tell him. Tell Christ what you need. Tell him what you need, and use Scripture to back that up. Use Scripture to back it up. Lord, you said if I ask, it will be given. You don't want me to be anxious. You don't want me to do this on my own. So, Lord, I'm asking you. I'm asking you to take this away from me because you said that you would. So please, Lord, do it. And then give thanks. Always give thanks to the Lord for the things that he does for you. Be grateful for those things. And now when I say a two-way conversation, I don't mean, we just pray and then shut it off, because sometimes we close our prayers too soon. When I pray after I'm done talking, I like to sit in silence for a little bit. See, we always speak to God, and so many people, they don't give him the chance to talk back. Sit back. Keep them eyes shut. Meditate for a little bit. You might just hear him talk back. Give God his chance to speak. Give God his chance to speak. That's how a conversation works. It's a two-way thing. So Matthew 6, verse 25 says, "Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body more than raiment?" Worrying about tomorrow doesn't add a single hour to your life. Matthew 6:27. Well, really, guys, what do you have to gain by worrying yourself to death? What do you have to gain? You know, some things in life you can't control them. Things happen and there's nothing you can do about it, and too often we just fixate on them and we worry about them. I know I've done it for so long. You know, we've all done that. We're all guilty of that. You know, I've wasted so much time on that. You just got to give it to Christ. And by wasting so much time, I mean like my anxiety has been so bad in the past that I've had to block my chart on my phone, that little, you know, the app that your doctors give you so you can kind of see what your appointment was about, what your test results were. You know, because every time I look at that, I think I'm dying. And for the next 2 weeks until I see the doctor again, and they tell me I'm not dying. You know, what good does that do to your body? What good does that do for your mind? None. None at all. All it does is kill you. That worry kills you. You know, John 14, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." See, Jesus gives us a peace that doesn't depend on circumstances. It's not the peace of everything's going to be okay, but the peace of God is in control. We need that kind of peace. The kind of peace that comes from only trusting God, not from perfect situations. You know, practice mindfulness with God. Take a moment each day to be still. Allow his peace to fill you. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Peter 5:7. You know, we are commanded to cast all our cares upon God. Anxiety is like carrying around a heavy suitcase that you were never meant to carry alone. You know, have you ever tried carrying your groceries in from your car? Let's say you got 12 groceries, 12 bags, you got 6 on this arm and 6 on this arm, and you got somebody offering help, but you're like too stubborn and you're like, "No, I got it, don't worry about it." And while you're taking all this on, you happen to drop a loaf of bread. That's God. That's God saying, "Let me carry those things so you don't drop nothing. Let me help you with your bags. I'll carry all your bags for you." He wants to carry them. Let him carry those bags. Guys, there is no point in doing this on your own if you don't have to. And that's what I'm going to leave y'all with today. If you don't have to do it, don't do it. So happy New Year's to everybody. I hope everybody's addressing 2025 well. And God bless all.